I want to quit. I am done. I don't want to carry on with this again. I want to quit. I'm done with this fashion designing thing. I don't think it's meant for me. Let me just focus on YouTube. Let me just focus on making investments. Hey people, what's popping? Kilo shele, again a name, eh? Let's go there. Okay, wonderful people, beautiful people. It is your favorite Achalugo, Chidera Giselle on the microphone. If you are new to my channel, I am Chidera Giselle, Nigerian lifestyle and fashion vlogger living in Owerri, Imo State. Welcome to my channel. So yeah, before you consider learning fashion designing, there are so many downs you have to consider, and I don't know if I considered those downsides before I jumped to go learn fashion designing or before I got so excited. So I narrated my story on this channel. I told you guys about how I learned this fashion thing, how I really struggled to learn it, how it took me about 3 to 4 years because I was in school while learning it. So I was just learning it for like sometimes in a year I'll learn only 2 weeks or 3 weeks or higher as 1 month, and I'll go back to school, study throughout the year and all of that. I narrated all of that on this channel, and if you're here and you're considering learning fashion designing, that is one thing you actually have to consider. Fashion designing is not child's play. It is not something that is easy to learn, and you have to weigh your options. If you can't give this, then don't even bother venturing into fashion designing. Another thing about this fashion designing thing is that gaining confidence is not so easy. Before you gain confidence to start making people's dresses, you may be making your own dresses, and whatever fault is on your dress, you are going to manage it. Why? Because you know that you are the one that made that dress, and you can't be mad at yourself. I posted a video of remaking my dinner dress, my final year dinner dress. I posted a video of remaking that dinner dress on this channel, and I told you guys that I made the dress by myself. I couldn't get angry at anyone because I was the one that designed that dress by myself and for myself. But imagine if I made it for somebody, the whole ruckus, the whole headache and the whole wahala it was going to cost me. Yeah, that's one thing about fashion designing. Gaining confidence was a big deal for me. It was not easy for me to gain confidence. I had to first of all make a whole lot of dresses for myself before I gained confidence to start making dresses for people small, and I was still scared. I remember the day I announced my fashion business starting off, I was so scared about it because gaining confidence is another thing. And another thing, like, this is just the major put off for me. Some customers are so troublesome. Like, their second name should be Wahala. Some clients, they know how to trouble. And there's one thing, I just have this spirit. I don't know whether it's a spirit with me or it's general for many people that are into business. Once you encounter a client that is going to give you headache, from the first day you're speaking to that client, you know that you're going to have headache. You know. And sometimes your spirit will tell you that. Most times there's no how you'll be able to run away from that job. Most times you have to accept it, so it's not be as if you're incompetent or you're proud or something. You accept it. But most times, even as you're making that dress, you know that this person is going to give you headache, but you just carry on, and at the end of the day that person is not going to fail. That person is going to give you headache. And there was something I saw online the other day. I don't know if I'll be able to find the picture. I'll most likely not be able to find it, but that picture said that, funny enough, clients that don't give you headache as to price, like you tell them the price, they pay immediately, or if they are pricing, maybe they'll just take little off the initial price, that they don't give problem, compared to clients that if you tell them that, madam, your cost is 8,000 naira, that madam will tell you that no, 8,000 is too much, it's 2,000 naira I have. Then you people bargain. You now say, let me have mercy and sew this cloth for 4,000. I'm just giving an example. It's not like I'm saying that this is how much I charge for clothes. I'm just giving an example. And you're like, okay, madam, pay 4,000 naira. I've removed half of the money from the madam, and at the end of the day, you spend like 2,500 or 3,000 on tailoring materials, and your gain is very small. Like, you now keep on asking yourself, how did I even manage to like take this amount of money from this person? You keep on asking yourself that question and all of that. Do you know that after making that clothes, that person will frustrate you? Because, like, I don't know if you're here, you're into business and you can relate with this thing I'm saying, just identify in the comment section those clients that you tell 8,000 naira and they'll pay you 8,000 or they'll pay you 7,000. they know they give wahala. They don't usually have wahala. Like, there's a kind of headache somebody will give me and I'll just be like, I want to quit. I am done. I don't want to carry on with this again. I want to quit. I'm done with this fashion designing thing. I don't think it's meant for me. Let me just focus on YouTube. Let me just focus on making investments. When I was even learning sewing, there was this my senior at work. So she went to measure this particular woman. Most times, the problem is not even from maybe the style of the cloth or something. There are different things that can go wrong in business, especially in this sewing business. So she told the woman that, ma, I want to measure you and you're not putting on a bra. Please, can you go put on a bra? Because if I measure you like this without you putting on a bra, it's going to cause wahala for the cloth. Like, the cloth is going to have some faults. And the woman was like, oh, that she doesn't have strength to put on bra. Like, in fact, this is quite funny, but let me tell you guys what the woman did. The woman now used her hand and held her boobs up. She held her boobs up and told the lady that her boobs will represent the bra. Let the lady measure her like that. And she fell into the trap. She measured her like that. Now finished sewing clothes. The bust was now tight. Like, this woman dragged her, told her neighbors that she had spoiled her clothes. In fact, as at then, she didn't even charge the woman much. As at then, sometime in 2017 or so, she charged this woman how much for this clothes safe. A peplum blouse, she charged her like 2,500, and her gain on the clothes was supposed to be like 1,000 or 1,200. What can 1,000 do for somebody in Nigeria? That was her gain, and this woman frustrated life out of her. At some point, I think she even had to tell the woman that how much did the woman get the material. So she just had to like pay the woman that, take the money for your material. Don't worry, I'm not interested in doing the job again. Take the money for the material, forget about the sewing money. She was now running at a loss, and that was it. Because she told her, madam, go and wear bra, and the woman refused, and the woman now carried her boobs up. The woman did not even remember to tell people that she carried her boobs up. So, like, there are so many things that can go wrong in this fashion thing. This particular thing I'm about to say, it happened to a designer I know. Yeah, so somebody came to make clothes. She ordered for about 5 clothes, and she tried on the 5 of them. 4 of them were perfect, but 1 had some fault. Do you know that this person went to call police? Like, police, however you guys pronounce it. She went to call them to come and arrest this man. Like, and I'm like, don't you realize that the fashion designer you're giving clothes to is a human being, and that fashion designer can make mistakes sometimes, and you ordered for 5 clothes, 1 has fault, and you are going to involve policemen. Man, you guys, the risks involved in this business is just a whole lot. Do I want to talk about the health aspect? Oh my god, sometimes I sew clothes, and when I'm done, my back is paining me, my waist is aching, I'm having headache, my eyes, tears are dripping from my eyes, so many things. Your hands are paining you, your shoulders are paining you, and at the end of the day, when you're telling people that this is the price of this clothes, they are sounding as if you are outrageous, your price is outrageous. And you see some people that don't even put in as much effort as you, but because they have a big brand already, so to say, people already know them, they are willing to pay them 100,000 naira. And when you are telling that same person to pay you 15,000 or 20,000, the person is saying you are finishing the person's money. And sometimes, at least last year, I fell sick 2 times in the course of doing marathon sewing. Like, I fell sick twice, and I spent a lot of money from tests to treating myself and all of that, but people do not really consider that. Then the time aspect is there too. Last year, there were times that I would stay for 1 week, I would not post on my YouTube channel. Why? I was sewing behind the scenes, and I couldn't bring out time for my YouTube channel. And then another thing is that people do not really consider that tailoring materials are very expensive now. That if you are charging somebody maybe 10,000 naira for an outfit, by the time you are done buying tailoring materials, you may have spent 3,000 or 4,000, and they forget the fact that, oh, this person actually took her time to discuss with me on this outfit. This person is going to the market because of me, I should spend about 1 to 2 hours in the market. This person is going to buy tailoring materials. This person is going to cut this clothes. She's going to sew it. She's going to iron it. After ironing it, she has to weave it, or weave it before ironing. She has to package it, she has to deliver it. So many things in between. You're just like, why are you charging me this amount of money? Like, even small appliques, you may see this applique and think it's very cheap, but appliques are very expensive, lining too is expensive, threads, their prices are going up, the prices of zips are going up, everything is just expensive. Anyways, there are actually upsides to this fashion designing thing. Yes, there are actually upsides, like there are advantages, and I want to say that if you're going to be doing this fashion designing thing, then maybe you should be looking at the advantages and look away from the disadvantages. Yes, number one advantage is the joy I derive from seeing my designs. Like after making a particular outfit, when I look at it, I'm like, wow, Chidera, you made this. Like, you made this. Sometimes I will clap for myself. Sometimes I'm, Dera baby, you did this. Dera baby, you made this. You freaking effing made this. Like sometimes I'm that dramatic. Yeah, that's one advantage of this fashion design thing. Like I'm always proud. And when people compliment what I make, I'm usually proud too. Another thing I would say is an advantage of this fashion designing for me is the money I make from it. The money is not so much because I'm just starting out now. Yeah, I'm starting out. You can say I'm starting out even if I've learned fashion designing. Like I learned it about 5 years ago, but like I've not got it to the stage I want to get to yet. So whatever money I'm making from it, I still appreciate it because it helps in my upkeep. It helps me. Sometimes I'm broke, maybe my YouTube paycheck is not yet here, and one fashion job will just come out and yo, my brokenness has been solved. I don't need to wait for my YouTube paycheck to solve every problem for me. That is one advantage of this fashion design thing for me. And another thing I see is the bright future. Yes, I have a bright future with this fashion thing. That is what I always tell myself, that it may not be yielding as much profit now, but because of the vision I have, the long-term plan I have with this fashion design thing, I know it's going to pay off at last. Now it may be so difficult because I'm still working from home, doing everything all alone. It's not paying me as much as it's supposed to, but I know that I have a bright future with this, and I'm going to get there by the special grace of God. Another advantage of this fashion design thing for me is my YouTube career. Yeah, if you were here last year before I started posting fashion videos, you should know what I mean. Before I started posting fashion videos, all my videos were steady 1k, steady 1k. No one was exceeding that 1k. 1k views, 1.1k views. This one will have 1.7k, this one will have 1.6k, this one will have 1.8k, 1.9k was once in a blue moon, and 2k was a miracle. And all of a sudden I started posting fashion videos. My channel picked up, my village videos picked up, my sister's wedding came up, everything picked up. And yeah, so that's one advantage. And when I see the growth my fashion business brought to me on YouTube, I'm usually grateful. I'm usually like, oh my God, thank God I actually learned this craft. Thank God I learned it. Yeah, so that is one very huge advantage for me. And yeah, there's so many more advantages of this fashion design thing, but I just made this video specifically for anyone who is thinking of venturing into fashion designing. Look at the advantages and look at the disadvantages. It's not so rosy on this side. Can you do this? Is this what you'll be able to put up with? If you can't put up with it, what other crafts can you learn? What other handwork can you learn? But I'm going to advise you, if it's something, if you have the energy, if you have the zeal, go into it and you're not going to regret it. Anyways, I have one update to give you guys. Moving forward, I won't be doing all my fashion work by myself again. I'm looking forward to working with someone else who would reduce the workload for me. That was why I said that fashion is not going to stop me from YouTube now. So I'm still going to be sewing. I'll be sewing most of the clothes. At least I'll be sewing up to 60%, 70%, but I'm just going to have an assistant that will help me with some of the work, help me with some of the logistics. Maybe I'll be going to markets by myself. I prefer going to the market so that I'll get perfect things for my client. So I'll be going to the markets by myself for materials and all of that. I'll be sewing most of them and all of that, but this person is just going to be helping me and reducing the workload, and that way I'll be able to be a star at my fashion designing business. I'll be able to be a star on my YouTube channel. I'll be able to make other investments and have enough time to rest, have enough time for my health. Because last Christmas, God, you guys will not believe, but I woke up by 4 a.m. on 25th of December 2021, and I was sleeping by past 12 a.m. on the 26th of December 2021. I was on my machine throughout. Like, we didn't eat Christmas food in this house. On 26th, I continued. It was by 26th when the owner of the outfit came to take her clothes. By 27th, I now went to the market to shop for Christmas food, and I cooked the food. On 28th, I prepared Christmas food. 3 days later, because of this fashion designing thing. Anyways, you guys, I hope I've been able to make myself clear. I hope I've been able to give you the advantages or disadvantages. I hope you enjoyed this little life update and all of that. I've been little fashion updates. I've been doing a lot of life updates recently, but I've just been typing the videos in different creative ways. Like, give me some credits. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next video. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. Let's move this ministry to the permanent site. Ministry is moving. What I go, and hopefully, I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next video. For now, bye, kiss, kiss. Love you.